So House Republicans just completely embarrassed themselves last night. It was so humiliating. Lauren Boebert was there. Marjorie Taylor Greene was there. So you know it's a recipe for disaster. So the Oversight Committee was having a hearing on Attorney General Merrick Garland and his apparent refusal to comply with them, which is nonsense. That's a conspiracy theory in and of itself. And the hearing just got very tense. Like, Republicans were insulting Democrats. Lauren Boebert was saying incredibly silly things. So we're going to take a look at some of these clips from this hearing to give you a view into how bad this went for Republicans. And the first clip I want to show you is of Marjorie Taylor Greene just getting destroyed. So to give you some context here, as I mentioned, Marjorie Taylor Greene was insulting people. She said that Jasmine Crockett, Democratic representative, who you're going to see in this clip in just a second, was wearing fake eyelashes, and it was hindering her ability to read, which is incredibly disgusting to say and obviously very racist. She also said that AOC, Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, doesn't have the intelligence to debate her, which is an incredibly funny statement coming from Marjorie Taylor Greene, who has the intelligence of a rock, a solid rock. I don't know if she'd be able to beat that in a IQ contest, but Jasmine Crockett had enough of these insults, and she hit back at Marjorie Taylor Greene, and it's really, really well said. So take a look at that clip here.
Ms. Greene, for 4 minutes and 21 seconds.
Mr. Chair, point of order.
Who's
It's me.
Ms. Crockett?
I'm just curious, just to better understand your ruling. If someone on this committee then starts talking about somebody's bleach blonde, bad-built butch body, that would not be engaging in personalities, correct?
A what now?
Chairman, I make a motion to strike those words.
I don't think that's
Hold on.
I'm trying to find clarification on what quality.
Chairman, motion to strike those
I had no idea
words.
what you just said.
We're not gonna do this. Look, you guys earlier literally just
You just voted to do it.
Y'all did it first, so you don't want to talk about
voted to do it.
Order.
I'm trying to get clarification.
Look at calm down.
No, because this is what
I
y'all
would
do.
like to get through
So I'm
proceedings.
trying to get
Ms.
clarification.
Crockett, you're not
You don't wanna
recognized.
play
Ms.
games.
I can't hear you with your
And
yelling.
You don't want
Calm
me to
down.
Be,
Can
no,
you please calm
don't
down?
tell me to calm down.
Calm down.
Because y'all
Please
talk
calm
noise,
down.
and then you
You're
can't
out of
take
control.
Because if
Look, Chairman,
if I
can
come
we
and
send
talk
outside to
shit
take a
about
break
her,
for 5
y'all
minutes?
gonna have a problem.
Mr.
Order.
Chairman.
Chair,
I don't know why
okay.
you're
Order.
acting
Chair
like
now
that.
recognizes.
Yeah. Jasmine Crockett just put her in her place. Look, I'm not one for personal insults in politics. I generally believe that with elected representatives and debate, you should not go there. However, in this instance, I absolutely am. If Marjorie Taylor Greene is going to be able to dish it out, she should be able to take insults back as well. And Jasmine Crockett did not disappoint. I mean, just that sequence of kind of alluding to Marjorie Taylor Greene, not directly saying about her, but alluding to her, and having those Republicans on the other side of the aisle freak out because, oh no, they spoke badly about Marjorie when she was insulting people all night is just so funny. And she did it in such a perfect way. Like, I have a couple thoughts here. One, this is what Republicans do in government, right? Like, they insult people. They're not actually focused on policy. They're kind of more interested in the spectacle, trying to get a viral clip, as opposed to debating like very serious issues that pertain to average, everyday Americans. This is what they do. They insult people. And then when they finally get it back at them, when they finally feel some heat, they're like, oh, it's the worst thing in the world. No, actually, it was pretty funny. It was not the worst thing in the world. Marjorie Taylor Greene is deserving of clapbacks like that. Like that right there. And my second thought here is, as I kind of just alluded to and talked about, I don't mind this. And maybe that's the wrong position to take. I don't know. But I don't mind it. If the Republicans are going to go there and they're going to take off the boxing gloves and get into that fight, then we should too. Just go ahead. Put Marjorie Taylor Greene in her spot. I'm not saying in politics you should do this. I'm not saying if you're on the debate stage you should do this. But if the Republicans are going to sit there and try to insult Democrats, I genuinely have no problem with folks like Jasmine Crockett hitting her back and putting her in her place. No problems here. And now I want to show you a couple of clips from Lauren Boebert. And I think it's really clear from these videos that Republicans are not sending their brightest, their most intelligent to Congress. It's just really not good. So Lauren Boebert tried to make fun of President Biden's speaking ability, and meanwhile doing it, in this short clip I'm going to show you, she messed up while speaking. She struggled to speak. It's just such perfect timing, and the irony is too good to not talk about. So take a look at that clip here.
And unfortunately, I haven't seen Joe Biden even read a teleprompter properly.
Yeah. I mean, how perfect was that? The timing was so beautiful. The irony is right there. She's saying that Joe Biden can't speak, and then she herself messes up while trying to speak. You know, oh, does Lauren Boebert have dementia now, Republicans? Does she have Alzheimer's? Like you guys claim about Joe Biden? I mean, she misspoke. She messed up while speaking, so clearly there's something wrong, right? Or maybe she's human. Or maybe she misspoke, like we all do. Maybe people make mistakes. Like Joe Biden. When Joe Biden rarely messes up while speaking, who, by the way, also has a speech impediment, maybe he's human. Maybe he makes mistakes. But, you know, that's the logical position. So, of course, Republicans are not going to take it, right? They're going to come up with the most absurd thing possible, which is Joe Biden's not fit to serve or this or that or whatever. But when their own members do it, it's no problem. Then it's perfectly fine. Then it's like, oh, no, obviously she just misspoke. There's no problems here, right? It's such hypocrisy. And the timing, as I just mentioned on that, is so great. She's misspeaking while saying that Joe Biden can't speak. I mean, seriously, Republicans love the hypocrisy on this issue. Donald Trump misspeaks, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Lauren Boebert, it's perfectly fine. But when Joe Biden does it rarely, it's the end of the world. It's front page news on Fox News for a week straight. Seriously. Crazy. So apparently Lauren Boebert can do it, but Joe Biden can't do it. And when a Democrat misspeaks, it's the end of the world. Pure hypocrisy in its most clear form from the Republicans on this issue. Just insanity. Now, the final clip I want to show you is one of the weirdest, most strange things I've seen in government, and one of the most weird and strange things I've heard come out from a government official's mouth. And it is coming from Lauren Boebert. Surprise, right? Take a look at that clip here.
So every so often, Mr. Garcia, maybe you could just lift up that picture of our President Trump sleeping. As you say, I think he's praying. But if he is sleeping, you know, he certainly looks pretty while he sleeps.
Yeah, it's real. Lauren Boebert is trying to justify Donald Trump falling asleep in court many times by saying that he's praying. Oh my. I'm at a loss for words as to how absurd that is. Like, Republicans have come up with literally every excuse to justify him falling asleep in court. Jesse Waters at Fox News said that he's meditating. Lauren Boebert says that he's praying. Others have said that he's just closing his eyes and listening intensely. They will not ever criticize Donald Trump. They won't ever tell the truth about him. He fell asleep. He falls asleep almost daily in court. And Republicans don't want to live up to that reality. They don't want to be honest with the people about what's happening here. We all know what's happening here. He's falling asleep in court. But Lauren Boebert does stuff like this. It's so strange. It's so strange. They can see no flaws in him. They say, oh, he's praying. And then don't even get me started on her last comment that, you know, if he is sleeping, he looks pretty while he sleeps. It is like, oh my, it is such cult behavior, almost stalker-like. That he's perfect. He looks pretty when he sleeps. I mean, it is such a gross statement. I feel like I have to take a shower after listening to that. How do they say this stuff with a straight face? Are you kidding me? I feel so gross listening to that video. He looks pretty when he sleeps. They're talking about a guy who's a proven sexual abuser facing 88 felony charges. Are you kidding me? We have to get these MAGA lunatics out of office. SNL couldn't write this stuff. We have to get these lunatics out of office. We don't have a choice. Because they'll put Trump over America every single time, no matter what it is. So anyway, I'm going to wrap up the video there. Just such a strange group of people that we just discussed. They really just don't belong in government. I mean, that's just the truth. So anyway, make sure to subscribe down below. It goes such a long way. Drop a like on the video, comment, let me know what you think about all of this. Share the video with anybody you think needs to see it. And as always, I greatly appreciate you. Hope you have an amazing rest of your day.